And then my next one after that is Creasy SVU. I don't know why I Googled him, but he is
I gotta see.
the best.
So you didn't go to Google Images and just slip through?
No, I would not do that.
Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina. I'm Catherine.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to
The Cimorelli podcast.
We're back for another week.
Okay. Anyway, so we're back, guys, and this is episode 256, which Lauren sent me, like with the
SMH.
Anyway, this is episode 256, and we're back today, guys.
And we're back.
We're back.
And today we're telling you our Google searches.
Yes, we're going to show you what we've recently Google searched. I may, depending on how ashamed I feel, throw into how I spelled things.
Please iconic. Amy, I was going to do that for mine because my searches are
so
I do that too because I'm just typing too fast.
So yeah, that's really what we got for you today. We have Lisa has sent in hers as well. So we'll be reading Lisa's Google searches, which are
I'm very curious about Lisa's Google searches.
Yeah, I'm very curious. So yeah, comment below what your Google searches are.
I'm excited to read Lisa's. So then I'll say that right now. So I'm excited Lisa's participating today, but from afar. And Lisa's not here in person because she's supporting her husband through his cancer treatments. Please keep their family in your prayers. They appreciate it so much. And if you want to see more of Lisa, you got to head over to TikTok and Instagram. Yes. She's on there with us all the time because original music is our #1 priority this year. And we're killing it with our goals, I will say. Anyway, highs and lows of the week.
Okay. Ew.
What's your high and low of the week?
I mean, you're like that girl who's like, I can never sing. Me.
No. My low is what I just realized in this moment, this momentary loss is, guys, in light of last week's episode, just the realization that I need to grow up. I need to grow up, and I need to put on my big girl pants, and I need to look at my calendar, and I need to shape up.
Wait,
and
where's that
is a
shirt
low.
from?
Pakistan?
Oh, cute. Wait, newly?
Like last year? Sometime.
I had a shirt like that,
I love it.
and I loved it.
It's
Anyway.
a good one. Yeah, so my
know
low
what
is that I
happened
need
to
to
it.
shape up, which means I'm going to have to fight my inner demons. And that is a low.
Heal your inner demons.
Yeah, heal my inner demons. Talk to them. Cast them out, per se.
Rebuke them.
Your calendar demons.
Yes.
The demon of the calendar.
Yeah.
Well, I
and,
have the meal plan and
so we
cleaning
can
demons.
we can cheer each other on our journeys together of growing up. But yeah. And then my high was, I can't remember. An anticipatory high is that our pool is going to open soon.
Yay.
And
Oh
my
my
life
gosh.
will get 20 times
Oh, that's
better.
exciting.
Guys,
20 mine was
trillion
supposed to
times.
open today, and they pushed it back to
Why?
weeks.
Oh, there is a cold front right now.
That's
so.
not
Yeah.
why.
That's
Oh.
sick.
Are they not
I
finished
was going
the
to
other
say, I
pool?
feel like,
Because
no,
they-
it's going to be like in
because
the
construction
60s.
stuff.
Yeah.
Next week. It's not that warm. Who
Or,
wants to go to
Kat,
the pool and it's in the 60s?
I don't even
I
want to
do.
go there and get in the pool.
Yes.
Oh.
I want to get away from my children for 1 hour.
Oh.
And lay. That's all I want to do is lay at 10:30 a.m. and listen to music for 1 hour. That's all
In
I
a
want to do.
place by yourself.
In a place that is beautiful and no one is telling me they just smeared peanut butter all over their face and whatever.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
I can understand
It's
that.
not about getting
I
in the
think there's
pool.
some people that like to lay at pools and some people that hate
I
to lay.
love it.
I'm in the
love it.
hate laying category. I
I
don't
was
like
in
laying.
that.
That's
That's
how hot it is.
I
I like
I-
to be in the water.
I feel
just
like
swimming
you
around.
just, you haven't.
No, I just lay there and I get really overheated and lethargic, and I'm like,
really hot.
You go
That's why I said 10:30.
I'm like, why do I want
Yeah.
to sit in an oven reading my book? It's like I'd rather sit
Because-
in
And
it.
it's so
bright
too.
Feels
Yeah, I'd rather
so
just be in the water,
good.
splashing around, and then
Yeah.
go inside and read my book.
I go to under the
no.
awning, and it is a quite a bit cooler under there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Summer vibes.
Being in the shade is so much less hot than in the sun. I will say.
Okay. Who else?
I'll go. My low was certain things.
Certain things get you every
Emotional
time.
turmoil.
Emotional turmoil.
Hence why I'm like, today.
Yeah.
So
What a
just don't
life.
worry, guys. Hence why Christina asked if I was
In week
in my
3 or
luteal
4.
phase, which I'm not, guys.
Could have fooled
This
me.
is supposed to be, yeah, I know. It's supposed to be my,
Happy phase or whatever.
yeah, and I'm like, so sorry.
Listen,
But
emotional
just don't take it
turmoil
personal.
takes it out of you.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
Exactly. My high was went to a party over the weekend, and there was an egg toss in it, and I actually got pretty far, but then the egg cracked when I caught it.
Ew.
But
That's my worst
I
nightmare.
still was like, wow, that was a lot further than I expected.
That's
Yeah.
my worst nightmare.
I was
So
surprised
it was
too.
fun. Yeah.
That is my literal number one worst nightmare.
It wasn't that bad. I just washed my hands. It was in my hair a little bit, but I'm so type B that I didn't care.
I will throw up.
I was
Shout out to
so
our
type
last
B. I
episode.
let my child throw 3 eggs.
Wow.
4 eggs? Okay. I said, yeah, you can throw an egg. I'm laid back.
Yeah.
I would die.
I would not let my. I would feel like they would get on someone's car and damage the paint. I'd be
Oh, yeah.
scared.
We went far away from cars. I was like,
Okay,
no, no,
good.
no.
I'd be like,
Cannot be in the car.
in the car.
Next.
What a life.
You or me?
Mine's pretty swift, brief. My high and my low is one and the same, which is triathlon training. It's very much a
Complex.
low. It's complex. It's like
Every
you're pushing
blessing.
yourself beyond your limits,
Yes.
which is a good thing, and also
A
you
hard
hate
thing.
it.
It's gruesome.
It's gruesome.
I get it.
Yeah, I feel like I doubt myself every day, and I'm like, am I
Aw.
crazy for doing this? I don't know
No,
if
you're
I can
not,
do it.
Cass, you're not. You
And then I
can
listen
do
to
it.
Lose Yourself by
real.
Eminem.
Yes!
Yeah.
It's normal
actually
to
a great
feel
running-
some resistance.
When you're
Oh,
going
when you're
past what you got left.
I feel that.
It's
Running on
truly-
fumes. But then the next
truly.
day you have a great workout and you're like, okay, maybe I can do this.
Exactly. It's so
It's
like,
such a
up
roller
and down.
coaster.
You have to just follow the ride.
Yeah.
Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
That's like
Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
the same feeling as I was saying in the last episode about like being on my healing journey, where I wish it was just like every day feels better and stronger, and it's not at all.
Yeah.
A lot of days I'm like, am I
You know what?
completely flopping
This is
on
like
this?
such a metaphor for life that I feel like I'm learning is like, just because you have a bad day or a bad workout, it doesn't mean that you're like going backwards.
Yeah.
It could
Oh
actually
my
be
gosh.
part of your
so hard to
yeah, because in the
acknowledge.
moment you're like your body and your mind, everything's screaming at you that, oh no, this is bad, you're failing, you're going backwards. But like sometimes that's, I would say most of the time, that's actually part of the forward motion is
Yeah.
like the bad thing and still doing it, even though it's hard.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're showing up and trying, oh, that could bring me to tears because I'm like, it's so
It's
And
hard
you're,
to
like,
not give up.
building that like grit, the like keep going when it's hard.
Yeah.
Because when you have a bad workout, like you still tried so hard.
I
It just
know.
wasn't
You're like,
that good.
sucks.
Yeah.
But you're like building that tolerance
No,
to like
I love
discomfort
that.
and
I
pain.
love it.
and no one can have their best A game every single day.
Definitely.
You know? It's
Yeah, we're only human.
just like, do what you can.
Yeah.
But sometimes things are out of your control.
You're so right.
Just keep
Kat,
showing
you're
up.
So right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my high is really similar to that because it also involves exercising.
Oh.
My high of the week. It's not that exciting, but it's just that like I've been on my health journey, okay? And walking is just one of my passions.
It
And
is a passion.
I was excited because it's like you don't know if you're making progress or not, and I really lost a lot of my cardiovascular health from being so sedentary, which is just really depressing as a mom, especially because then you're like trying to go run and grab your kid and you're like or you're taking your kids up the stairs and you're like
Oh, that
and you're like,
sounds hard.
how am I huffing and puffing from like literally walking up the stairs of my house? Crazy. But yeah, my high was up the other day. I was on my walk and then I looked at my phone and it was said I was doing like a 17 minute per mile pace and then a 16-minute per mile pace, which I have not seen that in so long.
I love
Probably
it.
since pre-pregnancy. So I was like, oh my gosh, I made like, it was like 20 something, whatever for my walking, 20 something minutes
Oh,
per mile.
wow, yeah.
So I was walking at 16 something and then
That's pretty
17. I was
fast.
like, that was really good. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that number since before.
I love it.
So that told me that I had no idea that I made so much progress that I could do that and I wasn't dying.
That's
well,
awesome.
like think about 15 minutes would be 4 miles an hour.
Yes.
So that's
That
like
is very fast.
you were in like the high threes.
Oh, I love it.
That's
Wow.
good.
That was great. I was walking in like 2 miles something per hour, 2 point
Yeah.
something per hour, 4, or maybe even like, no, not 1, but yeah. So that was great. And then what's my low? I said how Barrett broke his arm last week. And my low is that he was already struggling with like anxiety at night from the tornadoes like a month ago.
That was so
It was it was a bit ago. So he was really struggling then. And then he breaks his arm. So then all night it was like hurting for multiple nights. Then he was like really scared and stressed out about that. And then he started getting more stressed about tornadoes again as he was getting less stressed. As soon as his arm started hurting, he started being like, is there going to be thunder? Like really stressed about that. And then he skinned his knee. And then he was like, I can't sleep with a Band-Aid. So he kept finding all these things to be really anxious about at night.
I relate to him.
So I was trying to like comfort him, but he was waking us up so many times in the last week. Although I will say, so last night was really good though. But my just low is just that I am really sleep deprived because I have not gotten a night of sleep and I don't even know since when. But
God's strongest
but one of my
soldiers.
children sleeps. And
That's
for that, I praise the Lord. She
Yeah,
sleeps
that's good.
12 hours without a peep.
That's
Really? What a champion. What a champion, Tracy.
That's probably why she's so type B. She's like,
No, literally.
that's the breeze. Slept 12 hours.
I wonder if they did a study on type A and type B people who would sleep better.
I before I had kids slept like 9 to 10 hours
Yeah.
most nights, and I'm a type
Think
B.
about Lisa. She slept so long.
I was such a great sleeper until I had kids. I was a great
I never sleep that long. Like,
It's like you have to spring into action at any minute.
I average like 6 to 7 hours a night.
I think it is because type A in general, it's more
7,
high
8?
strung. It's probably hard to relax and hard to like.
I always slept 9 hours.
I'm
for-
just
for
wondering
years and
if
years.
they did
Yeah.
a study, would it be anything or
Oh,
would it
of
not?
the
don't
plan,
know.
not planner one we did. Not the original type A.
Yeah,
Clearly
we
they
know,
sleep.
yeah.
Clearly they don't sleep. Well, you guys don't know the original type A, like what it actually means, is a different thing than what we talked about last week. You can look it up. It's totally different than the trend. All right, so let's move right along to revealing our secret. No, I'm just making it dramatic. Revealing our private, hidden,
Ew.
secret Google searches.
Oh my god.
Well, they were secret. I don't know your
now.
Google searches. I've never seen them. I don't know them. I don't know Lisa's Google searches. I'm curious. Before we get into that, I want to tell you, if you want to get every full episode, because we only post every other full episode on YouTube, you got to join our Patreon, patreon.com/Cimorelli, linked in the description. It's $5 a month. It's a great way to support us. Seriously, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. We love our patrons, and you get every full episode. You get all of our Monday videos. We do like a vlog pretty much, but we're going to do some other types of videos coming up soon. Actually, we're about to shoot some. I think we're doing like a Dear Cimorelli type of thing. We'll see. Tell us if you have any ideas about that too, like what you want. But we have a Monday video every week, every Monday on Patreon. So you get that every single week. You get our Throwback Thursday stuff, every past series we've ever done, every past episode. There's a lot, and there's different tiers. There's like an exclusive monthly live stream where we play a new song or tell you release dates. We told them the release date for myself again in the end of April. Just saying.
Love it.
And we played a new song in the end of April that no one knows about. Just saying. So if you want all the exclusive updates, really, if you're on Patreon, you know the latest of our original music. You know the new songs. You know the release dates. You know all the stuff
You
that no one
do
else
know.
knows.
You're up to date.
You really know all the exclusive info on Patreon. So thank you to our patrons. We love you guys. They also are the ones who send in the Lauren's Take questions and the 5 povs. So boom, the end. Moving right along. Let's start. So do we each go through and read one?
Yeah,
And just
let's
keep
do
going
that.
Yeah,
around?
let's
keep going
do that.
through.
Sure. Okay, wait.
Wow, this is
hang
going to
on.
be very revealing. I'm really excited.
Okay. Lisa's. Okay. Lowest healthy heart rate.
Oh, because we were
I
talking about
Googled
that.
that too because we were talking about in the
That's
family
because
group.
we were talking about that, how Christian's in, what did he say?
like the 20s or the 30s, which is apparently like really
And we
bad.
were like, what the heck? Our brother
That's
Christian.
scary.
Okay, a lot of mine are just how long to cook things. How long to cook potato slices. There you have
Wait,
it.
potato slice?
Exactly. How would you know? I slice it up like little chips. I'm
What
like,
were you
"Oh,
doing
I
with
love
it?
doing that. I would say
cooking it?
No,
I would
no.
say
In
20
what way were
minutes
you
at
eating them?
425.
Are you saying chips like so thin? Or are you
No,
saying?
They're like discs.
Like slices.
And what?
Yeah.
In what
it
way
cooks
did you
really
eat
fast.
them? Is what I want to know.
I just put like salt, pepper.
olive oil.
Were they like
Yeah.
a side of a meal,
Yeah.
or were they like a
I've
snack?
made that so many times.
It's like a side.
So
A
good.
vegetable side.
Do you remember Fawn used
It's
to
like
make
potatoes.
us fries?
Oh
Those
yeah.
were so good.
She would
She's
do
such an
potato
artisan.
like wedges or whatever,
my
and
gosh.
then she would put like
That was our old
egg
babysitter.
whites on them,
Oh.
and then
Wow.
salt, and then I would dip them in ketchup. But I was like, this doesn't taste like a fry.
Yeah, I was just gonna eat them just as potatoes.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if you were like, was it more like a fry thing or more like a potato?
No, but I cooked them at 400 for about 40 minutes.
Oh,
I love
okay.
it.
Nice.
Great.
And it was good.
Those are like those have been a staple in our kitchen for many years. It's
I
such a
have
great way to
never
cook
done that.
potatoes.
It was
Because
really
they're crispy.
annoying
they're easy.
cutting them though. I was like,
Was yours crispy?
yeah.
Yeah, you just put a little
Maybe I
oil, a little
should do
salt.
that.
Yum yum yum.
I love
was it
it.
crispy? Right.
Crisp cring.
Okay.
Okay. My first one was benefits of wheatgrass. And the reason I Googled this is because Max and I were
Wheatgrass.
having this, we always have these very long conversations where we're like weaving in and out of a topic. And we were talking about like health trends and fads and and I was like, oh my gosh, everyone used to love wheatgrass. And I was like, is that even actually good for you?
Tell us about it.
And we used to get it because remember, we got it at Jamba Juice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
I
remember
do you
getting
want to
wheat-
add? They'd ask you, do
Yeah,
you want to add a wheatgrass
shot?
shot? And I'd be like, sure.
Yes.
Did it
I was
actually
like,
do anything?
Apparently it is kind of like a superfood and has a lot of like different like over 100 like different nutrients or whatever.
what does it
So I
help
guess-
you with? We don't know.
Honestly, I can't remember. Just like a ton of vitamins and minerals.
Oh, so just like you're getting a really nutrient rich.
Yeah,
little
it
shot.
does
love
taste
it.
like absolute drinking liquid grass, so it's
Yeah,
kind of
it
gross.
tasted just
but
like
you just
grass.
get it in a little cup and you kind of down it
Okay, well that's fun.
really quick.
I'm-
But yeah, it was I had to walk down memory lane.
Okay, yeah, they used to ask you that. They like really promoted their wheatgrass shots.
Yeah.
I love it.
Next.
Okay, my first one, and this is gonna be, if not most, all of my Google searches, random celebrities. Number
Honestly,
one,
me too.
we have, I don't know how to say his name, Mehcad Brooks, leaving Law and Order, question mark?
Wait, what?
Ehcad,
Oh, I've never heard that.
leaving Law and
I don't
Order,
know.
question mark. That was my first one. And then my next one after that is Creasy SVU.
What's
so
that?
I was Googling Law and
What's
Order.
that?
Who's
person?
Creasy is a person in SVU. I don't know why I Googled him, but he is
Like, I gotta see.
the best. Top SVU man.
You
Top.
don't know why you
No,
Googled him.
I was trying to
Okay.
figure out what was I
I
Googling
don't
about
know why I
him.
Googled him. Okay.
No, because I... Yeah. No, I literally can't remember, though, because I feel like there was a point, but I don't know what the point was.
Okay.
So you didn't go to Google Images and just
No.
slip through.
No, I would not do that. I would watch the show, Catherine.
I'm giving you a chance to clear your name.
Listen, Carisi is the best.
Okay, my first one is signs of termites. Not because I thought I had termites, because I saw this crazy post that was like, what is this on my wall? And it was this crazy thing that it almost looked like a bunch of mud.
Oh my gosh.
And they were like termites. And I was like, what? It's just in the
then you're
middle
like,
of the
do I have
wall.
termites?
Oh
So
my
then I was
gosh.
like, wait, what? It was like a thing that was on top of the wall. It wasn't like I don't know. It was very confusing to me. So I'm like, what on earth is that? And what are the signs of termites? And I couldn't figure it out. I was very intrigued by that. And I still don't know what it was.
We pay like $300 a year to have like a termite person come and like they put like a trap or whatever and then they check it and then
Did they get any?
no. But I'm like, is this real? Is this fake?
You
Or
might
is
not
this
need
a
another
waste?
one then. If they never
But no,
find
they come
any,
every year. Max
If
like,
they-
whoa, but what if we stop doing it and then we get termites? That'd be horrible. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
That's kind of true.
I don't know. I just don't know how likely
Yeah.
it is.
People have termites here. I never
Probably.
Heard of
I
it.
think you
know.
get
I don't
termites
know.
everywhere.
I know literally
But, like-
nothing about it, but knowing nothing, I will say, I'm guessing it has to do with where you are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The climate, the environment.
And if no one's getting it in your neighborhood and every year you don't get it, I would guess, and I
You
could
don't
be
need to be
wrong. because I know nothing about this. That you may never get it.
Yeah.
It could be one that you check every few years instead of
Okay.
every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know nothing, so maybe someone else knows.
Yeah. Comment below if you know about termites.
Next.
Okay, Lisa. Jenna Fisher's spouse. After a John Krasinski interview.
Okay.
I don't know who these
Okay,
people
so
are.
that-
Those are from The Office.
Jenna Fisher is Pam in The Office. So she's saying she Googled who Pam is married to after she watched a John Krasinski, who is Jim, who they married in the show. After
she's like, who's her real husband?
And his real wife is Emily Blunt of The Devil Wears Prada.
Yes.
I mean, that's a classic whammon search.
Yeah.
I want to
yeah.
know who is married to who.
Well,
in real
and they have such a iconic, I don't really know if I
Relationship.
support it, relationship on
Oh,
the
yeah.
television.
There's the whole debate.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know nothing about The Office.
Okay, my next one is what does dry brushing do?
Oh, I actually know
Which I
some
know
of
because
that.
I looked it
Tell
up.
us.
It's just like exfoliating, getting dead skin off, right?
And
Oh, and it's like circulation.
your
or
lymphatic
something.
system, you like open up your lymph nodes and then
Which guess what? I got a dry brush.
me
Wow.
too.
Because I kept seeing, I was going on to like self-care TikTok and I was seeing all these people like, you got to dry brush before you get in the shower. And I was like,
So you just sit there and you like brush your arms.
It's
and
a
stuff in
very
certain way?
specific
Though.
routine. You open your lymph nodes by doing all this stuff, then you do a very specific way, and you have to do it the right way to like move everything
I
in the
didn't
right
do
way.
that. I was just,
Oh, you
It
can
was
look
doing
up.
it
Is that
more
kind of
like
helping you move along the
exfoliating.
detoxification process?
What the heck do I know?
I have no idea.
But you can
Interesting.
you can look up the routine and follow it. I was so soft after I dry brushed because it was
Yeah,
so much
me too.
exfoliation.
I feel like I could use that. I'm a
I was
crusty
so
woman.
soft after that.
Skin so dry.
Yeah. You should
Okay.
try
Mine's
it.
not. So.
It was fun. It was fun and it felt like
It was
invigorating.
painful though on some
Yeah, kind of.
areas.
They say you have to build up to it. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, my next
real
search
one.
was what is the two-wheel thing people ride? And I
A
realized
what?
it was a hoverboard.
Wait,
As
Let me
a
tell you, there is a story with this that I'm still heated at.
I need to see this.
There was this young man who was
young
a
whippersnapper.
what's the word? Like a not a telemarketer, solicitor.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
selling pest control.
Why do they always
And
ride
which
those around?
I don't mind people
Because they
coming.
do miles and miles a day. Something like
I
that.
guess,
park and
but
they go
this
do-do-do-do.
boy did this in such an inappropriate way. I was so mad. Like he came to the door. He asked me if I wanted to buy the pest control. I told him no, we're already covered. And he's like, "Can I ask who covers you or whatever?" And I was like, and honestly, I just didn't want to give him information because I was like, I've been down this rabbit hole, and the more information you give them, the more they try to be like, well, we can give you a better deal. So I was like, I don't know anything. My husband does that type of stuff. Like, I'm not really sure about our pest control because I just wanted him to like leave me alone. So I go back to my life, and then he was just like, "Oh, well, is the house manager home then? Your husband?" And I was like, "Excuse me, I manage so many things in this house." He had such a rat vibe. And then, to make things worse, he came back 3 times that evening. And every time he came back, he rang the doorbell and knocked 3 times. So he's sitting there literally harassing
my
us,
God.
ringing our doorbell, waiting a minute, ringing it again, knocking a bunch.
my
It- I
gosh.
felt like I was being stalked. And I was so mad. I was like, if he comes back one more time, I'm going to open the door and be like, "This is so inappropriate. You need to stop harassing me." I was getting really
I
heated.
fear after that, like after the first time he comes back, you could maybe.
I know, but and I was like getting to that point the last time he came, and then he never came back.
Well, I've said that
luckily.
before. Where I'm like, I'm not interested, and they say something else. I'm like, I'm not interested. Sorry.
Yeah, and then just close the door.
I mean, yeah,
But they kept coming back. That's so
That's
wild.
and ringing and knocking
insane.
multiple times, and it was like the last one is like 7:30 at night. It's like, boy,
Okay,
this is
that
way too
is
late.
Actually, that's kind of scary. Actually.
It was scary. It was giving me an
It's making me
unhinged
think more
vibe.
about what is wrong with him, and was he
Yeah.
actually selling that?
God, he was trying to get that check.
Well, and he probably just knew because both of our cars were in the driveway. He's like,
Yeah, he's
I
like,
know you're home.
If I could talk to the husband, then maybe I could get a check.
Yeah,
child
that's just
mentioned
what
the
not to
I
do.
mean, as a salesperson, you
telling
got to be
you.
persistent,
Oh.
but you got to have
Boundaries and respect.
yeah,
And I'm just saying, these door-to-door pest people,
insane.
they're very
They're
competitive.
pests.
Like
They are pests.
Like, no, yeah, that was my like joke that I realized after. They like have like, oh, this person made this many sales and this person made this many, and they're like really competitive, like young men
Yeah.
trying to like.
I just
make a
don't think
check, so
your
I'm just
your
saying.
MO should be let me just annoy the crap out of people to try to get them to
That's
buy my
That
another
it probably
level.
works.
I don't know. My neighbor who's my good friend, I asked her and he did the same thing to her and she was really annoyed too. So I don't think it was really working that well. At least for us. I don't know.
I think
Insane.
it's like a small percent.
We're just like, we're moms. We're trying to take care of our kids. We're not trying to have someone knock on our door like a million times.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm still annoyed at that.
Ew, I hate that.
Yeah, didn't love that.
Okay, my next
You?
one is marathon original runner. Who like
The first person?
what
was
is
a
the
Greek
the
thing.
lore of the marathon? I
That's
knew what it was.
interesting.
From
I just
Athens
learned
to
that, yeah.
marathon or
Yeah,
something.
okay. It was PHEIDIVVIDES.
Wow.
And he ran 150 miles from Athens to Sparta.
Oh.
Whoa.
And back in about 2 days to request aid for the Battle of the Marathon, and then
Whoa.
he died
Oh,
from running.
jeez.
Which is my question as to why people run marathons. If
my
the
God.
original
After he
person
died.
died.
Well, maybe he
That's
wasn't hydrated.
why. So they're like, I did it.
Maybe
and
he
I
wasn't
didn't
fueling.
die.
I just don't. I don't know.
Yes, that's why.
You just got to take care of your
Well,
body.
this other thing says he ran 26 miles from the battlefield of Marathon to Athens, and I guess he ran all those
Sounds like there's
miles
some
in
mixed-
2 days.
Yeah, interesting.
But this also was in like 530 BC, so
wow.
quite a long time ago.
Okay, so mine was at like 9 a.m. 9 something a.m. This is what it says. What Fime Dows Somk Serve Ice Ream.
Oh, I love
What
it.
time
Which
does
is-
Sonic serve ice cream?
What time does Sonic serve ice cream?
Oh my god. Wait, at 9 p.m.?
A.m.
I was going
Wait,
to
what do you
say.
mean, what time?
It's like
Is it
I was like,
certain
are they
time?
one of those people one of those places that only serves breakfast until this time, and then after
Oh.
this time they serve the rest of the stuff? So I
Got
didn't
it.
know because I took Barrett to his doctor's appointment, which is 8:30 a.m. And then it was like 9:15 or something, 9:30, and I was like, oh, I really want to take him and Tristan to ice cream because they did such a good job. But I was like, do they even serve ice cream?
Did
right
they?
now?
Got it.
They did.
Oh.
So at 9:30 a.m.
You know what?
and
Good
Amy
for you.
joined us. We got
love
ice
it.
cream,
I did. I said, hey.
I love it.
and it was great.
It was fun.
Because Tristan got what I wanted, so I shared hers, which was M&M. What's it called? Blast.
Oh.
She got an
And
M&M.
then Vera just got plain ice cream and called it a sundae.
I love
Which
it.
it was definitely not.
He just like vanilla.
Yeah, he just got plain
Yeah, he
vanilla
wanted
ice
just.
cream.
He doesn't like sprinkles. Excuse me. He didn't want anything in it.
It's probably just the texture.
Oh.
I got sundae.
I was horrified, but you know what? Because I'm like, he is so much like me, but I love
But
all
you
those
love
things.
sprinkles.
But then I realized as a kid I was picky. I was a picky eater as a kid.
That's weird.
Isn't that shocking?
Shocking. That actually is
we
a
did
little shocking.
a picky eater test in our family, and we had everyone like fill out the picky eater thing, and our mom was the #1 picky eater, and I
That's
am
funny.
very low on the picky eater list,
Me
yeah,
too.
I'm pretty low too.
and that's why I'm type B.
Like everything.
That is why.
Just kidding. My mom's type
Laid
B,
back.
and she's picky. Okay, yours.
Laid back.
Okay, Lisa's next one. Meryl Vibram hiking shoes women. For Amy, who asked me what hiking boots I wear.
Yes.
Oh.
So there you
I
have
was
it,
trying to get
guys.
new boots.
Those
so
are the
she
hiking
Googled
boots she wears. Whatever I just said that I
the
forgot.
Merrill
Does she
brand.
hike?
Meryl Vibram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lisa's a hiker. She likes to hike.
Yeah, she's a nature gal.
Yeah, she's Nature Gal 2003.
You know, she's always like sunset alert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look outside.
definitely
She
nature.
loves
gal.
a tree.
Okay, mine. What is chicken supposed to smell like?
What kind of a question?
Let me guess, it was raw.
Can they tell you?
Wait,
What is
It's
it?
not supposed to smell.
So it's a
anything.
trick question.
And my chicken smelled like something. I was trying to check.
Oh,
and
Laura.
it
yeah.
smelled good.
As the expert here, yes, it just smells like
It has like
smells
a light
little rubbery,
smell.
maybe.
Just like a
Yeah.
light smell.
They said it should have little to no odor.
But I
But
think
mine had a weird
the fact that you
thing.
search it, I think you always know. As humans,
I did.
our
Yeah.
senses
Are
like,
there to protect
when
us.
things go bad, you smell it and you just
Yeah.
know because it's supposed to smell
yeah.
like good to you.
And if it's a little slimy, I hate
Yeah.
saying that, but that is a
Yeah.
dead
If
giveaway.
it's
Dead
gray,
giveaway.
if it's gray,
Well, that could actually just be freezer burn sometimes, and then
Oh, I
it's
don't
still
have
safe.
freezer
Just would
chicken.
taste kind of gross.
Oh, but that's like
well, I
freezer.
can
it's
tell
like, why
you,
would you eat it?
it turns gray.
Ah,
Yeah,
Blech.
it was sad.
that's
I
really
had to throw it
sad.
out.
Rip.
I had to eat an egg. So no
plain
more-
Is that why I'm missing an egg? Or was that
No,
another day?
it's my egg.
Next.
All right.
Did you do that the other day though?
No,
I never have an uneven number of eggs, and all week I've had an uneven number.
It was me. I came to your house
Somebody
and
took an egg.
took an egg.
Maybe I broke when I no, I never have an uneven number.
That's weird.
Ew.
In Amy, in the vein of Amy, I searched Tom Holland and Zendaya still
I love
together.
them.
I
They
do
are.
love them, and I really hope
Yeah.
they'll get married.
I
think
really
they're
do.
really cute.
They're like, we're gonna get married and then we're going to retire from acting.
I
and have
iconic.
a
love
family.
that.
Iconic.
so cute.
I love them so much.
They're one of my favorite celeb couples. I gotta
No,
say.
they're my top fave.
Yeah, I love it. They're like interviews
cute.
together. Like,
They're just so they're so cute. I love.
Love
They're so.
them.
They seem so good together.
Okay. I have Alliegen, meant to be Allegiant Flight, Nash VILW to Cleveland.
Not
What
as
does
bad
that
as mine.
mean?
Now,
Okay.
Allegiant flights, Nashville to Cleveland, because I was checking to see how
You
expensive
flew
they were.
Allegiant?
No, I was checking.
I didn't
Yeah.
even
I've never
know that
flown it.
existed.
I didn't know what that
I
is.
never
I
heard of that.
didn't. I didn't know if I could trust it. I didn't know if I could
Okay,
trust it.
gotcha.
But I needed to. I was just trying to cover my bases to see if I was going to go to this wedding that I ended up going to, as I discussed on the last episode.
Okay, mine is crane fly versus mayfly.
What the hell is that?
Oh, I know what a crane is.
So there are different types of these huge flies, right? Like a mosquito tiger or mosquito hawk, I figured out some people call it. Because Barrett,
Yeah, he
a
called it
babysitter
that.
taught him the term mosquito hawk.
Yeah.
So he was like, that's a mosquito hawk. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like,
mosquito
where'd
hawk.
you hear that?
But they're apparently they are crane flies.
Well, okay, so then I was looking up and I was like,
What?
I think Betsy's like, oh, that's a mayfly, right? And I looked it up and I
Wait,
was
this
like,
is all
a
mosquito
crane fly.
tigers?
Crane fly.
Yeah, so there's a crane fly and a mayfly. They're not the same thing. A crane fly, I think, is the one that has huge legs.
Huge, yep.
Which is a mosquito tiger. And a mayfly has smaller legs and like a kind of a bigger body, I guess.
over?
So they're different things.
And I just looked up crane flies recently because one flew in our house. Apparently, it's one of the most harmless bugs. It has no
course.
interest in harming you. It doesn't bite or anything. It's just going to hang out. It's
No,
not
yeah,
going to do
I've
anything.
never felt
Did it
ill
look-
will
It doesn't
from
carry
them.
diseases. Like
did it look like a... Oh, wait. You're saying mosquito
I've
tiger?
never felt
yeah,
ill will
I
from them.
call it a crane fly now because I'm like it's a crane fly.
It's a
we-
mosquito tiger.
But we always called it a mosquito tiger growing
So we
up.
haven't seen a mayfly, have we?
But I fear when you
I don't
search
know what
mosquito
that
tiger
is.
that nothing really comes up. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So any hoot.
Any hoots?
Any hoot. I
Okay.
can't.
Okay, Lisa's next. Nashville TN Soph Wave laser, because Kim Kardashian said it's the only laser that works. So it was researched for 10 years from now. Haha. But TVH too expensive. So glad I Googled it.
Love it.
I don't know what that means.
Huh.
I think it's like a skin
Like
laser
laser.
thing.
Oh. Okay.
How expensive was it?
Probably
I don't
very.
know. It was Kim Kardashian.
Those things are
so
expensive.
Who could know?
Gosh.
Okay, my next was Snow White Dopey 2025, because I was saying that my VF looks like the dwarf.
What?
In the movie.
And
he
does
was
he?
so
No, he
triggered
does
by
not.
that. And I was trying to show someone.
Let me see this.
No, he does to me, but no.
Isn't
he
Dopey, like,
doesn't. I take it
CGI?
back. Yeah,
In
he's
the
like,
movie?
you think I look like a CGI dwarf? Oh my gosh. I'm like,
More.
Oh, I thought you were saying you guys could do that for your Halloween costume.
Lauren.
No, but I thought he was cute in the movie.
Oh wait, that does look like him. That totally does.
I don't know. It's kind of like if his face got warped.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a CGI dwarf. I didn't say.
quite say.
I didn't say this is your exact clone. I just
You're like, this is really a
oh,
spitting
kinda
image
looks
of you.
like you.
You are such a rat.
I didn't realize it would be so offensive. I thought he was really cute in the movie. He had this like really nice smile, and he was like a sweet dwarf. I don't know.
Aw.
Well, it looks like a child.
No, he's like
Yeah.
100 years old.
Okay.
I also totally reminded him of a frog. He didn't like that either.
Oh my god.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
No, it's funny because I didn't mean for it to be offensive, but he took it
remind me of
kind
a
of
frog.
offensive, and now it's just funny to me
Okay,
Oh.
you remind me of a
because it's
frog.
not that serious, you know.
Yeah, hopefully.
One time I asked Max, I was like, do my nostrils look kind of weird and pinched from upside down? And he was like, yeah, they're kind of weird. I was like, how could you agree with me? You're not supposed to agree. But then I was like, yeah, they kind of are, whatever. Who cares? It's more important things in life. Speaking of faces, I searched, what is Ozempic face? I think Max and I were talking about it. I can't remember. He mentioned something about it. And I was like, what does that even mean? I've heard of Ozempic, like Ozempic butt, but I didn't know about the face thing. So I looked it up to see what it means. Apparently your face gets like more droopy or something. Like it's like you're rapidly aging or something. Like get like jowls. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway,
What a life.
it's interesting.
Okay. Redacted county clerk because I was renewing my registration.
Okay.
Wow.
So I searched about Fly Lady, which is the cleaning system that Kath does, which I just started. And it's really good. And yeah, I will say it's really good because I was like, oh, I'm going to make my own system. And I was like, why don't I try a system someone else already made and took the time to perfect first before I go through all that effort? Because it's going to take a long time to make a system and perfect it.
There's so many systems out there too. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, when it comes to that and meal planning, and I was thinking a toy system. Toy management system in my house, and there was one more thing. I can't remember what the other thing was. Moms have been thinking of systems forever.
Right.
They probably have
there's no need to
perfected
reinvent
this.
the wheel.
I don't think that I need to top it.
I will say in terms of meal planning, I really need a system because I'm so like I do a meal plan, but I do it so inefficiently that it's painful. I've heard some people they're like, I always do pasta on Mondays. I do tacos on Tuesdays. So it's like there's variation. I do crock pot Wednesday. It's just like a type of meal. I've heard that can be good, but to me it's a little too constraining. It's like, what if I don't feel like planning that for this week?
I think that might be the trick when you say like, oh, but what if? That's what I keep doing.
I guess there probably is.
You can always change it.
You can just change it then on that week.
Yeah.
Everything you have a template for. You can change the day that you do it.
I more look ahead and I'm like, what's the weather? Oh, it's gonna be cold. I'm gonna make soup. I usually do it based on the weather, honestly.
On Monday, you could look at it and be like,
probably too much creativity.
You know, I said a taco on a Tuesday, as they say, but maybe I'm feeling a taco on a Thursday this week.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's all you have to do.
And I also am just like, how much energy do I have? And sometimes I'm literally just like 5-minute recipes. I'm looking at like what takes 5 minutes to make.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the meal planning system at the moment, and I haven't found the right one yet because they are all too in depth. Yeah. And I'm trying to find, I don't know, the equivalent of the Fly Lady one, basically. Because the Fly Lady,
I wish she made a meal plan system.
I already just started it, and I haven't done the full thing, but I will say it already freed up so much mental space for me. So many things I didn't have to think about again. So I will say that the first time that all of my bathrooms were clean at the same time.
I love it.
Oh, I love it.
That's amazing.
And I didn't have to do it didn't take extra. It took less energy.
Oh, I love it.
Because I wasn't thinking about things anymore.
I love it.
It's crazy. All right, next.
All right, next from Lisa. Where was Last of Us Season 3 filmed? Chad was watching it and looked really pretty. Canada, as usual.
Oh, Canada. Strikes again. They film everything there.
This one is just Rhett McLaughlin from Rhett and Link.
I don't know who that is.
I feel like I know who they are.
Yeah, are they like the good mythical morning people?
Oh,
yeah.
Good. Yeah. Okay, I've seen that a million times.
I don't know who is who. Okay.
He's like the really tall one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He looks like his name would be Rhett.
Yeah.
Rather than Link. I don't know what Link's name
He
is.
was just mentioned in something. I was like, I gotta take a look.
Sometimes you gotta take a look.
God.
I get it. I get it.
Oh my gosh.
Researching greasy. I don't know why I did that. Maybe I had to take a look.
Oh
Maybe it
my
has something to do
gosh.
with something. I can't remember.
LOL. This is something. It's just a constant trend of me looking up health trends to see if they're legit or not. What constitutes a natural flavor? I googled that because I feel like there's been a really
Could
big.
be anything.
Well, there's been a really big push of like natural flavors are bad for you, and so Max and I were talking about it, and he was saying what he perceived natural flavors to be. And then I had seen something recently that was like different than what he thought. So then I was like, let's just look it up and see. And apparently what it means is the origin of the ingredient is from the actual, like, not like, it comes from an actual food source. It's not just like a random chemical that was created. It's like it came from a lemon. Maybe it was altered in some way, but it originated from a natural food source. If I have that correctly, I hopefully do. But anyway, Max and I literally, that's like half of our conversations is like talking about different like health or science things and seeing if they're like real or not, or what people perceive them to be versus like what they actually are. It's very we have a lot of conversation. I find that very interesting.
Okay. This one's entitled I Was Watching Ransom Canyon. So
Oh
this is
yes,
my Google
I
search.
love that show.
Number 1, Ransom Canyon. Number 2, Josh Duhamel.
Yep.
Number 3, Audra Amari, his wife. Okay, number 4, can you get a scholarship for cheerleading? I genuinely didn't know.
I didn't
Matt,
answer.
Minka Kelly.
You're just like, how's she doing?
Yeah.
Just check it
Can
out.
you get a scholarship for
You
cheerleading?
can.
'Cause
I
I
don't know
didn't know
why
that.
I fully thought that
That's
was like
cool.
fake. I'm so sorry to all the cheerleaders out there. Because you know what? The NFL doesn't treat the cheerleaders that well, as I've seen. They don't give them much.
And they pay
So
them like
I
$1 a
figured-
month.
Yeah, they pay
I
them
saw that.
$1. They have to have all these they can't make a living being a cheerleader. So I thought if the NFL does that, don't love that. Second, why would a college give them a scholarship for cheerleading if the NFL gives them nothing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just a-
Oh.
But if you're cheering, you could get a scholarship. I didn't know that. So good for you, cheerleaders. You get those scholarships. Hey,
Last round?
Last one.
Okay, go.
Wait, didn't you go?
Oh. My gosh. Forgot I was next. Okay, so my next one is okay, this is kind of weird. How to increase interconnection of the I didn't say of the, I just wrote interconnection connectome.
What?
I know it's kind of weird. Okay, so the term connectome is very confusing. It's like about like neural networks, the neural pathways in your brain.
Oh.
To increase interconnection. Yeah, I was just Googling something from as I was learning. I'm reading all this stuff. I'm learning a lot of things about the
Neuroplasticity?
brain. Yes, specifically neuroplasticity. So that was something I was like, and I had to look into it.
I love it. Wow, science girls over here. Meanwhile, I'm like, Josh Duhamel.
I mean, I also do the celeb searches.
I gotta know.
Somehow I had no celeb searches in here, and I feel like I have definitely had a lot in the past.
All right, here's Lisa's celeb search. Bart Bass. Because he was in The Last of Us.
Hey, you just read the rest of Lisa if she hasn't.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 4 different searches of different medication side effects for Chad. Garage clothing. To order a dress online that I saw in the mall. Oops. I don't know what the oops is on that. Peppa Pig. IDK, why I googled this. Aura, how to lower cardiovascular age. Because mine is plus 5 years.
Oh.
That's tough. Okay. This one I'm going to say because why would I Google this when I know it? Is luteal phase after ovulation? Why would I Google that when I know it?
Maybe you're just looking for
You've
some
had a
reassurance.
moment where you're like, wait a minute, I forgot.
I guess, but it's like that feels like a weird thing to Google when I literally know that. But sometimes I think I do
I
that.
think every once in a while, because
when
I
know
forever
something.
I
Like-
got confused about the two, and I originally always thought luteal phase was earlier, like when I first learned about it. So there are a lot of times where I randomly go, wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just second guessing myself.
This is the thing that I'm confused is I always thought there was 4 phases, but apparently there's 3.
Well, people do say menstrual phase, ovulatory phase, which is really short.
Follicular
phase. And
Wait,
luteal.
I thought ovulatory was follicular.
Some people like count the ovulatory phase as its own, and then some are just like follicular as an umbrella, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to do yours?
Yeah. Okay. Mine was how old is Mark Zuckerberg?
Oh, God.
And I was just watching an interview with him and I was like, is he my age? No, he's got to be older than me, but he can't be that much older. He's 40 apparently. And I was like, this man invented Facebook and he's only 7 years older than me? I don't know. Wild. It's wild.
Okay. Hiking boots, cowboy boots. I'm looking at a lot of boots right now.
Love
And also crutches, Walgreens, because my friend sprained her ankle.
Oof. Okay, my last one was baking soda stomach acid test. Because my dietitian was like, do you want to take the test where you have to like pay for it? Or do you want to just do this not paying free thing, which is the stomach acid one with baking soda? So I did that. So I was just looking it up to make sure I was doing it right. And turns out, according to that, which is not an official test, but it's a real thing, I have 0 stomach acid, which is exactly what she thought. Not 0, but I have really low, not good stomach acid, which is exactly what she was guessing.
Oh, that's bad.
Which makes sense. A lot of
high stress people have no stomach acid because
stress,
it erodes it.
Stress can really
Type
screw
A.
it up.
Interesting. Is that related to acid reflux? I keep getting acid reflux.
I don't know.
Or does that mean I have too much?
I had acid reflux before.
Getting heartburn all the time. I didn't used to get it.
I don't know. I'll have to look
Anyway,
into it.
someone diagnosed me.
We'll have to Google it.
Yeah, we'll have to Google it. Science.
Well,
Dr. Google.
That was that. Lisa's weren't as crazy as I thought. I don't know what I was
pretty
expecting.
Straightforward.
I was expecting something crazier, and I don't know why. Maybe in her earlier days, it was weirder.
But I feel like
I don't think she searches weird stuff. She just thinks about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's not like, I need to figure this out. She just thinks about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Agreed.
let's move along to our 5 povs. Our 5 povs for the day is from Emma from Patreon,
Hey,
and this
girl.
is, what was the last text you sent? I just realized, how can I actually know which is the last? I just have to go from the top and find the. No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
not going to tell me, is it?
chronological.
Well, if someone else texted me,
If you
I-
could figure it out pretty quick.
if I hadn't sent someone a text in a long time, but then they texted me, it'll be at the top, and then the next one will be at the top if I didn't even say anything. 'Cause other people are talking in there.
Sent something today.
I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah.
I just texted, so I can say mine. I just told Lisa, because Lisa said she did the entire length of the triathlon, like in her training. And I said, I keep thinking I need to do that for peace of mind. So happy you did it. Maybe I'm going to try to do it this weekend, maybe.
Yeah, same. I just responded to her and said, OMG, how long did it take?
Did you guys do that during the episode?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have
we were
literally
paused for a
all my
second.
top
We were
ones.
paused.
I haven't said anything.
Camera was on.
Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there.
Okay. Well,
I'm
just
down to the
check it.
7th
Silent
message.
observer.
Oh, here's my most recent one. Also, yes, haha. Also, he can skip nap today and go on the iPad.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
iPad kid.
iPad kid.
I said Barrett can
Incoming.
skip his nap today to the babysitter.
I texted Ariel, just be like filming the podcast today. Exclamation point, exclamation point.
Okay, this is from Lisa. But I'm about to sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay.
The last text I sent, well, I can't say what it was. It was me. Technically, it was just me saying, ha 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 ha, crying, laughing emojis, all caps. All I will say is I was replying to my mother-in-law sending me a definition of a term that she wrote in a game we were playing. Because she was trying to explain that what she wrote is not inappropriate.
Okay, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
That's good.
Okay.
That's hilarious. Wow.
Classic.
Classic.
All right, let's move on to Sister Spotlight, where each week a different sister gets the spotlight on her. We have Get Real with Christina, Sassy or Sappy Thoughts with Kath, Lisa's Corner, Amy's Rants and Raves, and Lauren's Take.
Woo.
And this week, the sister is Lauren's Take.
Cimorelli.
Sorry,
Lauren
guys, sleep
Christine.
deprivation, it hits hard in the
It
afternoon.
really does.
All right. First up, we got a question. These are all from our patrons. Allie said, thoughts on how tons of songs now are under 3 minutes and without bridges. Where
Oh.
are the bridges?
I
LOL.
hate it.
Great
I
question.
need a bridge.
Bridges are so good.
It irritates me, especially when you find something you really like and it's so short. So yeah, I don't like the absence of bridges. Even though some of my songs don't have bridges, and I'm just like, well, that's how it's gonna be. But it seems like it is like every song lately. It's kind of annoying.
SMH.
Summer says, current celebrity crush.
No one.
Love it.
No one that you mentioned in the Google searches.
Honestly, it's probably Josh Duhamel from watching that new show.
Love him.
Okay, this is something that I've seen so many people talking about that I personally have never seen. Monica said, have you seen Severance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, but it's kind of too like I don't know, like psychedelic or like mind bending for me, where I'm like, what is happening? Like, you really have to like focus. I don't like to focus that much on a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
You're like, I just want to relax.
Exactly. Yeah.
Caitlin said, as a quiet person, how do you deal with super chatty people / a group of people not leaving space in the conversation or discussion to interject what you want to say?
Deal with.
That was like
Layered.
against you guys.
No, it was.
Yeah, what do you mean deal with super chatty people?
Yeah.
I feel like someone asked me this last time too.
No, I think they did.
It's a common plight.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it? I don't know.
It's a good question. How do you deal with
How
it?
do I deal with it? Speak if I want to, and if I'm like, well, no one's listening, then I stop speaking.
Amen.
Because you're like, what's the point?
Yeah, and then okay, if I was consistently around a group of people who didn't listen when I talked, I would probably stop being around them, or if I
Let 'em
had to
know.
be around them,
You got
Boom.
it.
then I would just accept it and deal with it internally. Just be like, well, this is annoying, but what can I do?
There you go.
Yeah.
Jenny said, what was the stupidest thing you did that you were surprised you didn't get hurt? Sounds like a stunt of some kind. Have you done any stunts?
Yeah, done any stunts lately?
Nothing quite comes to mind, although I've definitely felt that many times where I'm like, wow, how did I not just get so injured right now? That just doesn't happen.
Maybe some skateboarding.
Yeah, more in my youth, you know.
The youth.
Lauren was quite the skater as a child.
I was.
Taylor said, what is your strategy for meal prepping for the week?
I pick 2 meals. That's all I do. And one of them is more like hearty, like comfort food vibes, and then one is more like lighter, because those are my 2 moods generally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, give me an
Interesting.
example.
Well, like one I'll do like pasta,
Interesting.
and then one I'll do where it's like chicken, rice, vegetable thing.
And kind of go in and out.
Those are your 2
Because
moods.
Yeah, and I always make sure I have one that's like literally just heated up, done. I can't have 2 that I have to like do much to put together, because then I'm just like, oh, I can't eat. Need something I can just pop in the microwave.
Then do you alternate between the 2 every other night? You have like a different one for the whole week?
Yeah,
Or you just go off your mood,
Yeah.
And you don't
basically.
get bored because there's the 2.
Because I like the food. I'm not like, oh, I had a burger yesterday, I could have a burger again. I don't usually do burgers, but some people are like that. I'm not. Especially with pasta, I'm like, I will eat that every day.
Same.
So I just do 2 different meals, and I just make a big thing of it, and then I just eat those all week.
Love it.
Wow.
That's a good strategy.
Thank you.
Taylor said, what is a current TikTok trend you love?
Oh, the one where they're like, I'm so hungry, I
Yes!
could eat, and they say someone random from
You
their
love
class.
that?
It's so funny
'Cause
because
especially
people
adults,
are so
like the-
freaked out.
Especially, like, the
I'm
parents are
freaked
like,
out.
what did you just say?
They're like, how do you
They're
know
like,
who that
I'm
is?
gonna
know
say,
what,
How
guys?
do you know that?
If there's some way we could do that with Lisa, I think she'd be so confused.
Lisa, I'm so we'd have
But
to
how would
ask
it be
Chad.
someone-
We have to ask
yeah.
Chad for someone
that we don't know.
That we do not know that Lisa for sure knows their name. We can do
It
that.
would
We
be
can definitely
so
do that.
weird.
they always choose like my dad's primary care doctor or something, or like my mom's old friend on Facebook.
Yes,
we could do, like-
so funny.
What a
Yeah, we'll
weird
ask Chad.
trend.
We'll ask Chad.
love
Someone
it.
that we know Lisa knows that Lisa would be
Lisa
like,
doesn't know that we know.
there's no
Lauren's
way
got
you know
the
that
niche
person.
humor.
Wait, we should do that.
That.
It's
I'm
a huge
so
trend.
hungry.
No, but I'm saying, I think it's very niche. It's like, who thought of that? It's such
Oh,
a
yeah.
random.
I think
like,
Lisa hasn't seen that. I'm guessing
Yeah.
she's off TikTok.
She is
do
not,
not
yeah.
send it to her, anyone. By accident. Don't send a funny one by
Okay,
accident.
well, this is Lauren's take.
Don't do
not
it.
about
Just
Lisa.
playing our TikToks.
No, we need to do
love it.
that. That would be so funny. But she will be like, what? She
She
will
would
be like,
scared. She gets so
she's gonna be
like,
yeah, she's gonna be like,
like detective mode.
Yes! Oh, I love it. Oh, I
and
love
you have
it.
to be like filming like subtly. I don't know how you people are doing.
Yeah,
that.
how do we
I'm
do that?
so hungry.
You're like, so hungry I could eat. You're a doctor.
Weird doctor.
Who thought of this? Are you okay? Whoever thought of this. You okay out there?
Okay.
I am the boomer
Alright,
in the
was
video.
that-
She's sitting there horrified. That's it. That's all she wrote.
I wish we could do that to Dad. But he would
look
be
up, like, one of
so
his
funny. And Mom
subcontractors.
too probably would be really funny.
That video we sent
Wouldn't be that hard to
so funny. That
I
was
can't
so
even
good.
picture their reactions to me.
Oh, wild time.
What a life,
All right.
guys. What a life.
Well,
There you have it,
that.
folks. That's all for now. We
Join
love
our
ya.
Patreon. We love our patrons so much. You guys are the best. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.